Post game podcast. I'm your host, June. I got my boy B Foster with me, and I want you to stop what you're doing right now. Subscribe to Bleachers to Speakers on YouTube. So me and Foster are trying to get those followers up. This is where you can find this particular video for your audio needs or your audio feeds. You can check us out at all podcast streaming platforms. Just type in I'm sorry. That's Google. No, there's no more Google Podcast. It's out of here. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, just about any place you can find a podcast audio feed. We're there. All you have to do is go to the search, type in Post Game Podcast, FFSN, follow us. You'll get the alerts every week or whenever we do a show, and download the episodes. Without further ado, Foster's going to introduce our featured player of the week. This is the NBA 2024 prospect. Foster, who are you talking about?
All right, we're talking about Buzelis, who played for the G League Ignite this year. He's projected to go anywhere from the top 5 to the late lottery. He's 6'8", 209 pounds. He's 19 years old, and he's a small forward. He's a pretty interesting prospect, but he's one of those high ceiling guys that hasn't fully developed into where he's going to be. Going into the year, he was actually projected as to be the possible #1 selection going into the year, but he definitely struggled a little bit and had some inconsistencies. He projects to be a tall wing who can score and handle the ball, and he's got comps to Franz Wagner, Lamar Odom, and Hedo Turkoglu. He can play on and off the ball. He can initiate the fast break. He's shown enough. He hasn't shown enough potential. He hasn't shown enough to be a primary creator, but he has shown potential that he could possibly get to that point. He has good handles on the open floor. He's athletic at the rim, and I think scouts would be smart to bet on his potential and not so much on the inconsistencies he's had as a player on the G League Ignite. He's dangerous in transition. He's got long strides. He has the ability to rise at the rim and finish. He has shot-making versatility, whether it's pull-ups, step-backs, or fadeaways in the post. And he slides his feet well, and he's able to block some shots, mostly on ball, as opposed to blocking shots from that other players on his team are defending. As far as his weakness, he has a loose handle when they apply pressure to him in close quarter situations. He's going to need to get a little bit bigger. He definitely lacks strength and doesn't have elite burst. He's not likely going to be a top option at the next level, but as far as secondary and third options, he definitely has the ability to get to that point. He needs to improve his shooting. He only shot 26% from 3, so he's not a guy that is able to, as of right now, stretch the floor very well. Lastly, he just lacks aggression. He only averaged 2 free throw attempts a game in 31 minutes per game. So even at the G League Ignite level, he wasn't a top option or the most aggressive guy on the court. As far as how I like his fit next to Cade, I mean, he's 6'8", so he's a guy that can get out in the open court and attack. He can create for himself. He's able to block some shots. We definitely need some shot blockers. And the fact that he doesn't shoot well from three, that doesn't bode well. And unfortunately, a lot of these guys that we're covering right now, they don't have seamless fits next to our our star. That's kind of what the reoccurring theme is. But he's got some attributes that would bode well. Like I said, he can play on or off the ball. So with Cade being the primary ball handler, he's not going to look out of place out there. And the fact that he's going to be able to block some shots. We don't have anybody that averages over a block per game, even our center. So anybody that's versatile and can guard a couple different positions is good. I would like for him to be able to shoot from the outside a little bit better, because we already have Asar Thompson, who was abysmal this year shooting from the outside. Ivy was inconsistent. Cade was serviceable shooting wise. He was good shooting off ball, shooting from the outside, but he's the primary ball handler. So that's not his first role. But interesting prospect. It's just going to be a matter of, do we want a guy that has a high ceiling, or do we want somebody that can come in right away? I don't know if he's that type of guy that's going to come in right away and perform. Obviously, Asar Thompson was on the no, he wasn't on the G League Ignite. He was on OTE. So yeah. We haven't had a lot of success from the European prospects, so that's another red flag there. But we will see. I've seen some projections, more so early on, of us going after him. So yeah, that is Matas Buzelis.
Couple things. I know we're getting close to the 10-minute mark, so I want to hurry up, but there's a couple of things I'd like to point out. The word prospect kind of turned me away.
He's a prospect because he hasn't played in the NBA. That's the reason. But I know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Project.
Yeah. We won 14 games. We don't have time for projects. We need players that come in and play. Also, overseas player shooting 26% from 3-point line. What good are you?
That's the draft this year. It's like
okay. I get it. Yeah.
No, I agree. I'm just like
I'm shell shocked because the guys that we said and that I believe that we drafted and said they're going to get better at shooting were Killian Hayes and Asar Thompson. When they drafted them, they said their 3-point shooting was dismal or wasn't as good. But I'm thinking, okay, that's something they can work on to get better at. Killian Hayes, he had his chances. I'm hoping Asar Thompson's a different story, but I just have my reservations. I'm going to go ahead and end this because we're almost at the 10-minute mark. I told you where to subscribe to. That's Bleachers Speakers on YouTube, and check us out on all audio feeds, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. Post Game Podcast, FFSN.